Hey guys, it's Zara. Yeah, once again, you don't see much videos from me, but I have a video this week, and, it isn't really about a good topic. So I read the paper. This is actually an old paper, because, I've been working a lot, and I haven't had time to do the video. But this is a video, or this is a paper from, I think, like a week and a half ago. And if you're an Ontario person, this affects you. If you're not an Ontario person, then it doesn't really affect you, but it will still irk you to hear this. There's a story in the paper, because they're trying to pass a bill called, where is it? C-279, to give trans people equal rights. Yeah, for the Human Rights Code, and, yeah, and it would be a criteria of hate crimes to hate against trans people. But then there's this group called Real Women of Canada. To start off with, that name pisses me off just as much as this story does, because who the fuck are they to say that? I think I'm just as much of a real woman as you are, sweetheart. You know, these people just don't get it. These are obviously people who... they probably don't even know anybody who is in any way part of the LGBT community. They're just cisgendered, straight people who think we are freaks. And they're trying to rid us from this planet. Like, people get mad at me for using this, this is an example, but sometimes I think we're treated the way Jewish people were treated during Hitler's reign of terror. And, you may get mad at me for that, because I know that's saying a lot, but listen to this. Like, they're pretty much comparing us to pedophiles. They're saying that, if trans people are allowed to be protected under the code, then they'd be protecting pedophiles as well. Basically saying that every trans person is a pedophile. So explain to me how exactly my being born in the wrong body makes me want to fuck a child. Explain to me that. Where is that coming from? Like, seriously, it makes no sense. I'm sorry, I'm just so pissed off about this, now talking about it. The words I would have for these people, I tell you that. It really is, and this is a quote from someone who, a local trans person who is discussing it in the paper, and this is actually a person I've met. I'm not going to name any names, but they're calling it ugly, straightforward discrimination, which it is. Because that comparison, where is that coming from? It's coming from fear of us. It's coming from what they've heard about us in the media, all the bad things that have been said about us in the media, and by people who have no understanding of us. Really, like, none. And those are the people who have the voices. They're the ones who get heard. They have no understanding of us. They are the ones with the power to... they look at a trans person, and because they have no understanding of us, they see someone who is a freak, and they have the power to get their voice heard. They have the power to tell everyone else that we're freaks. I don't know. It's just no understanding of us is what it is. A part of me wants to slap these bitches across the face. A part of me wants to just show them what we're really like. I mean, it's crazy. Where is this coming from? Another thing they're saying is that it also goes back to the whole bathroom bill, which they have so wonderfully called it, is whether we are legally allowed to use the women's bathroom. First of all, about this whole bill, it's a part of it is nonsensical, because do they actually, like, have security guards at bathrooms? I mean, do they check a person's junk before that person goes into the washroom? No, they don't. I can say from my experience that I have never had a bathroom issue. I think a lot of it is confidence, a lot of it is, just act like you belong. Don't act like you're out of place and you'll be fine. But that's not the point. They're saying that they fear that, if trans women are allowed to use the female washroom, they fear rape and assault and things like that. Because again, they're comparing us to, well, not pedophiles, but rapists in this time. And, well, to that, I say, get the fuck over yourself. I don't know, like, where can you even go with that? And it's fear of us. Because who's to say, say trans women, for whatever reason, weren't allowed to use the female bathroom, and that actually stopped them from doing so. Who's to say that they wouldn't be assaulted by a fellow cisgendered female? It's entirely possible. Get robbed, get assaulted, possibly even raped. Who knows? So again, they just think we're freaks. They think we are freaks who are going to rape their children, who are going to rape them and rob them, shit like that. Well, I'm here to tell you myself that I am not that kind of person. I'm the kind of person who, I don't know, I would buy, and I have done this thing, I would buy food for a homeless person who I see is hungry and in need. I would tell off someone who is making fun of someone that's fortunate, things like that. I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I'm a good person, and I know it. My being trans does not make me a bad person. It's really hurtful. I mean, I just want to live in a world where there is peace. I mean, don't we all? Don't we all? And the sad part is that these people think that they're doing the right thing. They think they're doing the right thing because who is so evil? I mean, who tries to make the world a worse place for everyone? No one does. Everyone has good intentions in their own mind, at least, for doing what they do. And as strange as that is to say, I mean, going back to Hitler again, he probably had some strange idea in his head that, well, he did, that the world would be a much better place for the Jewish people, I suppose. And who knows what was going on through his head. But really, no one wants to make the world a worse place to live. Not really. People try to make the world a better place for everybody to live, generally. So these people think they're doing the right thing. They think that we should be rid of. And they're saying here that we also should be getting emotional and psychological treatment for our emotional and psychological problems. Because obviously we're all mentally ill. Obviously. That's just obvious. I mean, you know. And there's a little note here that suicide rates are high amongst trans people, but they decrease at the same rate as they do for everybody else amongst trans people who receive proper treatment. So, you know, trans people who don't receive proper treatment, which would happen if these people get their way, are a billion times more likely to commit suicide. I know in my own case I've never seriously considered suicide, but I have certainly thought about death. And that wasn't really recently. That was a few years back, before I was as far in my transition as I am now, before I started my transition mostly. But who knows where it could have gone had I not been able to do what I've done. I'm sorry, but this is sick. This is sick and twisted people. And I just want to tell these people how wrong they are about us. I don't know. This disgusts me. That this goes on. I don't even know what to say about this. I've already said quite a bit, but, you know, I know you guys probably have some opinions, so you can definitely leave a comment. As you can see, I'm quite irked about this. And it's funny, because I actually read this story, like, when I first got the paper, like a week and a half ago, I think. And I was very irked about it then. And it's kind of been in the back of my mind since then, and then I just all came out again when I read the story again. It's disgusting, I'm sorry. Yeah, so comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this. Let's have a discussion about it. Yeah. This is ZaraHarley, of course. Love you guys.